In the dark, sanity-shredding pantheon of the Cthulhu Mythos, there exists a being whose name is synonymous with terror, madness and deceit. Nyarlathotep, the crawling chaos. This terrifying entity is one of the outer gods. Those ancient and unfathomable forces that dwell in the cosmic void beyond the boundaries of our known universe. Nyarlathotep holds a unique and sinister role among these eldritch horrors, for he is the messenger and harbinger of the outer gods, tasked with preparing the way for their eventual return to Earth, and the subsequent destruction of all we know and cherish. But before we dig deeper into the unspeakable nature of Nyarlathotep, we must first understand the cosmic hierarchy in which he exists. At the very apex of this twisted pantheon lies Azathoth, the blind and idiot nucleus of all existence, whose mindless whims and dreams give shape to the infinite realities that surround us. Beneath Azathoth are the outer gods, beings of such immense power and alien nature that even the comprehension of their true forms is enough to shatter the fragile human mind. These entities, including Nyarlathotep, Yog-Sothoth, Shub-Niggurath, and others, serve as the emissaries and enforcers of Azathoth's unconscious will. Among these outer gods, Nyarlathotep stands apart as the most insidious and deceptive. Unlike his brethren, who largely remain aloof from the affairs of mortals, Nyarlathotep takes an active role in manipulating and corrupting humanity, sowing the seeds of madness and despair in preparation for the eventual return of the outer gods. His true form is said to be beyond mortal understanding, a shifting amorphous mass of chaos and entropy that defies all attempts at description. Yet Nyarlathotep is known for his ability to take on a multitude of guises, each more terrifying and deceptive than the last. Throughout the ages, Nyarlathotep has appeared under a myriad of names and forms, each tailored to the culture and beliefs of those he seeks to ensnare. In ancient Egypt, he was worshipped as the Black Pharaoh, a ruler of such malignant power that his very presence brought plague and ruin upon the land. To the peoples of the Middle East, he was known as the Haunter of the Dark, a sinister figure that lurked in the shadows, whispering blasphemous secrets and tempting the unwary with forbidden knowledge. In Europe, he took on the guise of a tall, lean man dressed in an impeccable black suit, his features ever shifting and indistinct, earning him the sobriquet of the Crawling Chaos. Along with other names like God of a Thousand Forms, Stalker among the Stars, and the Faceless God, these are but a few of the countless masks worn by Nyarlathotep throughout history, each one designed to lure and corrupt the hearts and minds of those who come into contact with his insidious influence. Perhaps the most chilling aspect of Nyarlathotep is his ability to insinuate himself into the very fabric of human culture and literature, using our own words and stories as a means of spreading his corruption. It was renowned author H.P. Lovecraft who first introduced the world to the terrifying concept of Nyarlathotep in his 1920 prose poem of the same name. In this work, Lovecraft paints a vivid and unsettling picture of an otherworldly figure who sows madness and horror in his wake. The story is told in the first person, from the point of view of a man who joins a crowd to witness a demonstration of Nyarlathotep's power. The poem's opening lines set the tone of dread and foreboding. Nyarlathotep, the crawling chaos. I am the last. I will tell the audient void. From there, Lovecraft describes how Nyarlathotep travels the lands, seducing the people with demonstrations of uncanny science and inexplicable powers. I burned with eagerness to explore his uttermost mysteries. My friend said they were horrible and impressive beyond my most fevered imaginings, and what was thrown on the screen in the darkened room prophesied things none but Nyarlathotep dared prophesy. As the poem progresses, Nyarlathotep's true nature as a harbinger of madness and despair becomes clear, as the city transforms into a desolate alien place around the crowds come to see him, culminating in their being transported into the presence of the outer gods. And through this revolting graveyard of the universe, the muffled, maddening beating of drums, and thin, monotonous whine of blasphemous flutes from inconceivable unlighted chambers beyond time, the detestable pounding and piping whereunto dance slowly, awkwardly, and absurdly, the gigantic, tenebrous ultimate gods. The blind, voiceless, mindless gargoyles whose soul is Nyarlathotep. With these haunting words, Lovecraft introduced the world to one of the most terrifying and enigmatic entities in the Cthulhu mythos, setting the stage for a host of other appearances and interpretations of the crawling chaos. Nyarlathotep would go on to feature prominently in many of Lovecraft's other works, including The Dream Quest of Unknown Kadoth, The Haunter of the Dark, and The Whisperer in Darkness, each time taking on a new and equally disturbing form. In classic mythos fashion, many other authors, inspired by Lovecraft's chilling vision, have also contributed to the lore surrounding Nyarlathotep. August Derleth, a contemporary and friend of Lovecraft, expanded upon the entity's role as a messenger and harbinger of the outer gods in his own stories, such as The Dweller in Darkness. Other examples include Robert Bloch's Fane of the Black Pharaoh, and Lynn Carter's Curse of the Black Pharaoh, and many others besides, further expanding upon Nyarlathotep's malign influence, each providing new and terrifying interpretations of this iconic figure of cosmic horror. But Nyarlathotep's influence has not been limited to the written word alone. Over the years, this eldritch entity has made his way into various other forms of media, each one further cementing his place as an icon of horror and dread. In films, Nyarlathotep has notably appeared in the 2001 short, titled Nyarlathotep, by Christian Matsky, and is also considered to be the entity depicted in the acclaimed 2020 cosmic horror film, The Empty Man. The video game world has also embraced the terrifying presence of Nyarlathotep, with the god making appearances in titles such as Demonbane, a cross-media anime franchise that also includes TV shows and comics. Dusk, a retro FPS in which Nyarlathotep is a final boss. And the Persona series. Even the world of tabletop gaming has not been spared from the grasp of Nyarlathotep, with the entity playing a titular role in Chaosium's Masks of Nyarlathotep campaign for the Call of Cthulhu horror RPG. In these scenarios, players must navigate the treacherous web of lies and deception woven by the crawling chaos, their very sanity hanging in the balance. From his origins in the twisted imagination of H.P. Lovecraft to his continued presence in various forms of media, Nyarlathotep is firmly established as one of the most iconic and terrifying figures in the realm of cosmic horror. This messenger of the outer gods, with his countless masks and guises, serves as a chilling reminder of the fragility of our reality and the ever-present threat of forces beyond our comprehension. Nyarlathotep's ability to sow madness and despair, to corrupt the very fabric of our culture and beliefs, is a testament to the incomprehensible powers described in the Cthulhu mythos, and the enduring appeal of the cosmic horror genre. As we hurtle headlong into the trackless void of the unknown, the crawling chaos will serve as our nightmare guide, introducing us, screaming and stripped of sanity, to the vast and unspeakable horrors lurking just beyond the flimsy veil of our reality.